The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
Matt, you have a question about thinking, or tell me what your question is.
Yeah, hi, Ellen. This is my name is Matt, and I really appreciate you taking my call.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm super excited about it. Okay, so why do you always tell people that it's so important to try to analyze your own thoughts, to understand why you think certain thoughts and you feel certain feelings? Why can't you just do, or why can't I just do what I think is correct without so much analysis?
Okay, well, on some level, you don't want to become obsessive compulsive about analyzing anything. If you want, let's say, a certain flavor ice cream, you don't have to sit and analyze it. It's very low-level choice making.
Mm-hmm.
And in cases like that, you're right. You don't need to sit and analyze it. You can just go by your feelings, assuming that, in my day and age, we had spaghetti ice cream, and we still have bubble gum around, I think, but we had odd flavors, a little store where I grew up. But that's a very low level. What about bigger choices that you have to make? Some of the bigger choices would be what, Matt?
Well, I mean, I can think of right now career. I'm actually just coming through a divorce, and I'm considering changing careers, and so I've got this whole new opportunity to investigate my entire life, and I was just trying to confirm, like, getting down to the root of things, you know, of why I think the things that I do and why they are what they are, you know. And coming out of a big relationship, I investigate about everything I'm doing. So.
Okay, so if you want to say, oh my God, what went wrong? What role did I play in the breakup of this marriage? What role did how did my wife contribute? And what could we have done differently? Did we just grow apart, which some people do? Or is it that we have patterns that we're going to carry into our next relationships? And if you have patterns that you'll carry into your next relationships, coping strategies that are not good, for example, maybe you yell when you get stressed, or maybe you withdraw and become sullen and quiet and won't talk, and nothing can get resolved that way. Or maybe you just cross your arms and take the moral high ground and roll your eyes and look at your wife with contempt, or your ex now. You know, those are not good coping strategies. In cognitive therapy, they're called coping strategies. And you want to, if you understand what goes wrong, then you have an opportunity to do what, Matt?
Make changes, I would say.
Yeah, phenomenal, right. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that's what I would say.
Right. And I was a person, I know that one of my coping strategies throughout my life since I was a little girl was if I felt stress, I would withdraw. That was mine. And I had others too. You know, I could yell at times too. But mostly I wasn't a yeller. I was a withdrawer. So now, because I know that, you know, and I've done so much introspection, and I know that doesn't lead to a good place, I can coach myself. I can say to myself, Ellen, you know what? I can see that you're doing it again. You felt upset with this person, and you're not speaking up, and you're just withdrawing. What could be an alternative way of handling this situation? I deal with myself very gently. I don't say, "Oh, here you go again, you idiot, Ellen. You're withdrawing. Now what? You know, you're never going to change, you jerk." If you deal with your own change process with a whip, beating yourself up, you're not going to like changing. But what the alternative is to just know that there's a wealth of self-discovery. It's a treasure hunt. And if you find something you love that you do, highlight that. Be aware of it.
Say that again.
If you have a good coping strategy, something you do that you love, underscore it, highlight it. So introspection doesn't just mean looking for negative stuff. It means also looking for what you do well and underscoring that. Is there something that you did well that you're proud of, a way that you coped with the divorce or the new career direction, either one of those?
Hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds, that's it. A very quick ad, and then Ellen will be back.
Romance. I wish I knew more about what girls want from a relationship. Well, I wish I knew more about what I want. Where's that ad I saw? Here it is. The Selfish Path to Romance, a serious romance guidebook. Download Chapter 1 for free at selfishromance.com and buy it at amazon.com. Huh. The Selfish Path to Romance. That is interesting.
Is there something that you did well that you're proud of, a way that you coped with the divorce or the new career direction, either one of those? Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say that I'm much more, I'm excited to speak my mind. I'm excited to share my opinions. I could probably work on being a little more tactful. That might be important.
Yeah.
I just can't say enough about how important it is just to have the freedom to speak my own mind and not really, not care, but just be like, this is important, and this is what I need to tell you this, or I need to say this for myself. It's critical.
Right. And, people who have done that with even their parents, I mean, this is dangerous territory here because I wouldn't do this in all cases, but they've been able to say, Mom, when I was younger, I felt afraid of you, and I'm glad we're able to talk now. And it was tough growing up. And the mom, if she's honest, will say, oh, I know, I'm so sorry for what I did. And you would grow so much closer. Now, the mother might say, well, you deserved it. You were a big brat. And then, to that type of a mother, you might not say something like that. But that ability to speak openly, or I'm feeling hurt. I heard you make a comment and it felt like a put down. I don't know if you meant it that way, but I'm feeling hurt. Help me understand you better. Now, that's a sample of being very assertive. And so the gift that there are many subcategories of gifts in terms of understanding how your own mind works. One is to be good to yourself. Don't beat up on yourself. Look at it as an opportunity to grow and learn and just to know your own mind and the world better. Another point is to focus on positives. That's another thing that I mentioned. And another thing, when you learn how to introspect, you're also not a mystery to yourself in terms of emotions.
Okay. I mean, is there any quick pointers? I know we have to wrap up.
Okay.
On a time limit.
Yeah.
But what is it about introspection? What are some of the essentials of introspection I could take away from this call?
I would learn cognitive therapy skills. I would learn that if I have the emotion of sadness, I immediately in my mind said, okay, Ellen, where's the loss? If I'm crying, I say, I know it's a big loss that I'm after. Is it my self-esteem? Am I feeling real sad that I'm unhappy with myself, or is it with a friend? Did they hurt me and I'm feeling the hurt? If I feel angry, I know I'm dealing with unfairness. If I feel guilty, I know I violated my own standards. If I feel anxious, I know I'm dealing with uncertainty or self-doubt. So cognitive therapy teaches you how to take the main categories of emotions and rapidly be able to know what the theme is behind them. Loss, unfairness. And so then you can say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Is it based on fact or not? And the book that I would highly, highly recommend is Mind Over Mood. It's a cognitive therapy book, and it's at my website, drkenner.com.
And here's a little more from Dr. Kenner.
Mom, Dad, Tony's lying. Lying? I wasn't going to go, but Dad let me. And I was happy because I wasn't sneaking off and lying to you. And if I can't tell you what I want now, then I'll never be happy whatever I do.
And that's from Bend It Like Beckham, one of those poignant moments. It's a great movie, by the way. But one of those poignant moments when you realize, I can't go through life lying to the people who I'm closest to. Otherwise, the whole relationship ends up being a lie. And that doesn't mean you have to tell your deepest fantasies to the people around you. Some of the things are none of their business. But if you go on lying and these are in important relationships with a husband, a wife, or your kids, or with your parents, as in this case, you don't have a genuine relationship. You rob yourself of that, and you're living a double life. The problem of a lie is you have double bookkeeping. But even if you didn't have double bookkeeping, what does it say about you that you're afraid to say how you genuinely feel and pursue your own hopefully rational values?
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, Go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner and co-author Dr. Edwin Locke, who's world famous for his theories in goal setting.
Surprises do not have to involve white lies. For example, you can invite your best friends to meet you for dinner on a special occasion without telling your partner. Or you can surprise your partner with a small, thoughtful gift. Or you can have a hot bath ready when your partner comes home from a hard day. But here's a critical caveat. Be sure you know your partner's attitude towards surprises before you consider one, and more specifically, what kinds of surprises your partner likes and does not like. A surprise dinner with friends might not be appreciated, whereas a surprise gift might delight your partner.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com, and you can buy The Selfish Path to Romance at amazon.com.